Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 as I try to drive really, really fast without crashing. I absolutely love hunting world records, top 50s, top 100s, top 200s, and it's been a little while since we've done it, and today we're gonna bring it back with a wild little car. There is a car that is dominating Forza Horizon 5 A-class on-road racing, and I bet it's not what you think it is. This is the Toyota Sports 800. It is a tiny little car with massive performance. This is actually the most common car for A-class world record. This is one of the tunes that I'm gonna run today. K1Z Bard. I always like his tunes. And another one that I might try is this one, K1Z Bala. They have like slight differences that go on. It's rear wheel drive on drift tires, and it has 700 horsepower. It weighs 1,300 pounds. I think you can see what I mean when I say this is gonna be a tiny, wild car today. Let me tell you about this little Toyota Sports 800, and I promise I'm not gonna call it the Honda 800 anymore. This is a power build, unlike the majority of the power builds in Forza Horizon 5. Pause. Let me actually explain what that means first. You know when you're upgrading your car and you see the PI going up and down? Fun fact, every time you throw upgrades on your car, Forza runs a simulation behind the scenes and basically benchmarks your car around an imaginary circuit to give it a theoretical like lap time or performance-based stat that it then gives you a PI based off of how well the car does. When you have a car like this that is extremely light, has a very limited amount of grip, and then a huge amount of horsepower, all things considered, the game goes, that car's undrivable. The lap time is awful. I'm gonna give it a really low PI. However, if you can control the wheel spin and actually put the power down, you'll in theory be getting S1 level performance while being in A-class. And that is exactly how power builds work, and that's exactly how this works. I don't think a circuit like this one, with as many corners as this one, is really gonna be the... Did my wing just fall off? I think I'm gonna have a much better time if I use a point-to-point circuit. We could also do this one. This circuit actually might be even better for us. I get to go up against Golden as my rival in a 370Z. Nice. Golden's lap time out here is a 2:30. Golden is 20 seconds off the world record. Boys, how quickly are we thinking it's gonna be before I end up turning traction control on? Just watch my throttle and then watch how much I end up sliding around. 190, 200 miles an hour. What's really nice about this circuit, and the reason I wanted to use this circuit specifically, is because the vast majority of it is just 100% gas. There are very few corners that we actually need to accelerate out of. I think you can see the issue though. I'm barely getting on the gas. I am short shifting the car, and the car just wants to spin constantly. On one hand, it might be the fastest A-class road racer in the game. On the other hand, it's also one of, if not the most difficult cars to drive in all of Forza Horizon 5. And that's why I like this challenge so much today. We keep up with Golden mostly, but I think we need a bit of practice. We are 4,000th place. I think it's safe to say, I think there's quite a bit of improvement that we can do on that. Well, it's time to take my little Sports 800 online, and I'm gonna get some practice with it before we hit up a leaderboard again. Over our next couple of races online, I want to learn the ancient art of throttle control, which is easier said than done, especially when I feel like I'm pressing the gas 50% and the whole car is still spinning. You really wouldn't expect this sort of performance out of this sort of car, and I think that's probably the most surprising thing of all. I do not know how this thing has as many records as it does online. It has no lateral grip, like none. Is the guy in first really drifting? He is. I'll do it too, bud, except mine is not intentional. It honestly feels almost undrivable. This is the sort of car you would almost make as a meme with your friends and then go, haha, that's a funny car. This one just happens to be a world record holder. You know what I mean? Okay. No. Okay. No, that's cool. That's cool, bud. That's cool. That was so fun. Throttle control, throttle control, throttle control. Throttle control doesn't do anything. I've actually just decided throttle control is a waste of time. Throttle controlling. That's 50% gas. That was a nice corner. Hello? Dude, that was a lovely corner. Oh, shit. Sorry, bro. I apologize to this Audi profusely. I'm doing my best to try to keep it straight, and it's just not. Coco says once you get the rear end under control, you'll genuinely outturn every car here. You can see the potential as I'm driving it. It's really, really nice. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Oh, it snapped. Gone. But every now and again, there is a hint of that brilliance in there, and you can go, oh, I see how this is gonna work. If you aren't thinking about throttle controlling the entire time you drive it, it doesn't work. Let me go back to Rival. I think most importantly, what I learned right there was not necessarily the throttle control itself. I saw glimpses of what I'm supposed to do. I just want to take Golden down. We found our groove. We found our grip. Very good. Like, as soon as we get going, it's nice. Anytime we need to slow down, it's not nice. Anytime I need to accelerate out of a corner, I hate the car. Everywhere else, though, it's lovely. Like here, great. Love the car. Through here, perfect. Up here, not a problem. Float, 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 float. Beautiful. Dude, that's nice. Look at us. We are gaining on Golden's Ghost right here. That's sick. Those were those glimpses of brilliance every now and again. Dude, there we go. Look at us. We're learning. We're learning how to drive this thing. We're going to get in front of Golden's Ghost already. We don't even need the end of the circuit. No, no, no. Okay, maybe we do. Here we go. Gain, 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 gain on Golden. Gain on Golden. Look at us. Look at this improvement. The speed is awesome. Okay, so I think in that race, I probably snapped 3 times or so. If you think I lose 2 seconds, 3 seconds per snap, just like that, you're already into the 2-minute 20. Maybe even sub 2-minute 20. Sorry, Golden. L plus ratio plus fell off. Top 3,000 in the world. Dude, is top 1,000 for this car gonna be impossible? I think before I resort to using traction control, I think we're gonna have to use traction control. We're gonna try doing a couple more runs with just regular old gas and stuff. I really want to see if I can get a top 1,000. In the hardest car to drive in this game, if I can reduce those snaps where I lose a tremendous amount of speed, then it's definitely doable. No! Chat, I have a proposal to make. I will experience pain and suffering for your entertainment, and in return, I will get 1 subscriber. That means you have to subscribe to the channel. Stuart Little would not be impressed with the amount of wheel spin that this thing gets. Holy, you can fly through there. Wow, I'm actually gaining on this guy. Wow, I'm gaining. I'm learning how to throttle control. It's starting to react more like a normal car. It is. It's starting to drive more legit now. I'm learning. I'm doing a thing, Mom. I don't think my mom would be really impressed with this, I'll be honest. No way. No way. Top 1,000? Top 1,000 sub 1 hour? No way. No way. Don't look back. I'm gonna do it. No! Oh no! Can I be honest for like 2 seconds? I've actually I kind of like the way this thing drives. If I can clean it up even more, I think we might go sub 220. I think I figured out how to drive this car, ... mostly, he says, while doing an enormous skid. I think if I can clean the rest of this up, we go sub 220. And I think that's gonna be like a top 500 in the world. What a fun car to drive. That's flat through there, then flat through here. I'm not taking that line again. I am not taking that line again. That was not intended. You're like a dog who's got an itchy bottom. Stop skidding. This thing is... Ah! No! See? That's the snap. If I can avoid that, We are good. You know what you have to do? I've changed the way my brain, like, sees the corner. Instead of seeing the corner, like a break in, turn, accelerate, it needs to be a chuck it in, brake, and then really slow accelerate. That's how you have to drive this car. I don't think it really comes across on camera just how difficult this car is to control. I think it's one of those things that kind of just looks easy, but it's so deceiving. Chat says it doesn't seem easy, but it's not funny to admit that. So a little late on the brakes. Holy shit. No! Chat says, Nick, try traction control. You know what? I guess I will try traction control. I just kind of want to see what it does. I think it'll make us way slower. With traction control on, I can just gun it now. Nah, no. Don't say that. No, don't, no. No, no, no. If I do this first try, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Dude, I'm miles in front of him. No. No, I'm still doing my own throttle control. I feel like in a lot of cars, when you have traction control turned on, a lot of people will just gun it 100% out of every corner. I'm still trying to throttle control because I still feel like it's the fastest way to not get the throttle or the traction control to come on the entire time. Don't say this is first try. If I go first try, sub 220, I'm going to be so annoyed. There's no way. No, I refuse. That NSX is going to catch up. Oh, I can't even see him anymore. Even with the world's worst racing line. I did it first try. Can I just explain something real quick? This car is faster without traction control. ... If you're good enough to actually drive it without traction control. However, I'm the guy who makes this merch. So long story short, at least I'm living up to the name and doing some good advertising for all the clothing on the store. I think we've got like 3 seconds we need to shave off or so. We're up into the top 1,000. Very nice. How hard is a sub 220? I need to get a top 420 or above for a sub 220. We're running back to back. We went top 1,000. Now we're going top 420. What is this guy even driving? Oh, dude, that's fast. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, that guy's car's fast. Oh my God, look at his line. Yeah, maybe I need to start using more of the circuit to carry even more speed. Can you tell it's been a while since I've done try-hardy stuff in Forza Horizon? Kind of forgot about the fact that we need to drive in the grass in this game. Dude, that guy's car is fast. Who plants a tree that goddamn close to the road? To be fair, the road actually probably got built next to the tree. What government authorized a road to be built that close to a goddamn tree? Somebody just put in chat, I just tried it. Way harder than I thought. That's 100% gonna be every single comment under this video. People are gonna be going, actually, you know what we should do in this video? Can you write a comment of how easy you think this is? And then can you go try it and then come back like 30 minutes later and give an update, like reply to yourself with how hard you found it? I just want to put in one more good lap. One lap that I'm happy with. Who put that wall there? Who put that wall there? I'm giving myself 10 more minutes to try to get a sub 220. I need to shave off 0.9 seconds. I just need the 119.999. No! No! I'm really pushing the start. That's a nice start. I think that's my best start I've ever had. Whoa! No! I so thought I hit that with the back. 3 minutes! All right, this is probably my final attempt. If I don't get a good start here, I restart, and then that's the final attempt. This one might be locked if I get halfway. Just go. Just drive. Just lock in. How hard can it be? Not my best start ever, but definitely usable. I'm like 0.2 seconds down on my personal best. That's fine. This is it, though. We're locked. Last attempt. That was good. Nice line. I don't know if that's enough. I think I'm gonna get bipped at the line. No! No! Wait, no way. No! No! No way! Oh, a 20.2! No! That was so close. What a W final attempt, though. Like, holy, I locked in. 455th place. Damn, dude. I mean, we went top 500 in the world, so I'll take that. For one of the hardest cars to drive in Forza Horizon 5, that literally made me change my driving style like 3 times. I really like this car. This is so sick.